Mayla was just a toddler when I first met her, but she was then, as she is today, ready to grab onto life and do all the things. She was sweet and smiley and full of energy, so it makes sense that her mother now describes her as someone who has so many patches on her letterman jacket that she looks like a NASCAR driver. She's a busy lady. And I get the sense that she doesn't want to waste her time. She wants to get everything out of life that she can and not miss a thing. And even better, her exuberance comes with a great laugh, a generous heart, and a whole lot of kindness. I'm excited for you to hear my conversation with Mayla today. Welcome to Inner Portrait, where our guests are not only seen, but also heard and celebrated. I'm your host, Kristen Dacey EY, and I'm glad you're here. Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm so happy you're here. Tell me, who am I talking to right now?
I'm Mayla.
Hi, Mayla.
Hi. I go to Flag High. I'm a senior this year. I'm about to graduate. I'm super excited.
Yeah, and you have some interests and activities that you engage in. You want to share any of those?
Yeah. There's a couple.
Just one or two.
Yeah, so I play softball, and I've been doing that forever. I'm playing softball in college, and then I've also ski raced my whole life, and I just had my last day of ski team last weekend. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that's amazing.
Yeah, it was bittersweet, but yeah.
Yeah. And anything else?
I played flag football at school. I'm in the orchestra at school. So yeah, just a couple of things.
You're pretty much a slacker.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much.
You're the opposite of a slacker. So we have known each other for a while because I first photographed you when you were quite tiny.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm a big part of how you've grown up and who you are is my influence.
Yep.
Not at all. But I have loved every second I've gotten to spend with you. So we recently were connecting over senior portraits and I got to kind of catch up with who you are now. And it was really fun to see what you're into and what you love now and who you've become. Tell me what senior year has been like for you.
Senior year, I don't know. There's a lot of words to describe it. It's definitely a million exciting things going on all at the same time. And it's been so much fun. So many like different events and, everything is happening. But it's a lot of lasts too, which is kind of what this whole year has been. Like I said, I played flag football. I was like, I had my last football game and then this is my last softball season at Flag High, and I had my last day of ski team the other day. So I don't know. It's a lot of lasts right now, which is pretty sad, but it's also exciting because I'm about to have a ton of firsts to look forward to also, is what my dad keeps telling me. Every time I get sad about like the last something, he's like, well, think about all the firsts you're going to have so soon. So yeah.
So is that helpful when he says that? Does that resonate?
Yeah, it is. It makes me feel better about things. It gets me like excited.
Yeah. Yeah, because probably you were giving something else up when you started all these good things that you just finished. Yeah, that's really insightful.
Yeah.
A lot of lasts. If you were going to give advice to somebody sort of earlier on on the path than where you are, and maybe you're thinking about you as a freshman or a sophomore or junior, what advice do you wish you had or did you get that was helpful or would you give to somebody now?
I don't know. I feel like everybody tells you this, but I feel like nobody actually listens to it, but just to like enjoy everything because it's going to go so fast. And I know everybody says this, but like no one believed it when they first heard it, but then they get to their senior year and it's true. Like, I don't know where the last 4 years went. Yeah. Like I know I did a million things in the past 4 years, but it just felt like it went so fast. So yeah, it's pretty cliche, but just enjoy every second of it because it's going to go super fast.
Right. That's something that people tell young parents too. It's hard to enjoy all of the things like the diapers of being a young parent. And I'm sure there's similar things in high school that you felt like was like the diaper version of high school.
So many, but yeah, it's almost done. I know like there's a lot of things that sucked, but I'm going to miss them. Like it was all part of it. So
yeah. So you are going to college.
Yeah.
How about that whole process for people that are going to college? Is there something you wish you knew when you started that journey of figuring out what your next chapter would be? Was anything that was helpful to you in doing that?
Yeah. So for my college that I'm going there to play softball. So that was obviously like the deciding factor for me. And so I got a ton of guidance with that from like all my coaches and everybody that have sent a lot of girls to college in the past. And so like that was super helpful for me. And
the coaches really gave you guidance.
Yeah. Like I've had a few coaches that have sent a ton of athletes to college that like really knew, you know, how to kind of play the game, I guess.
Right.
Of getting recruited. And so that's really like what decided where I'm going.
Very sports based.
Yeah, for sure. But it's kind of just the same thing. Like, obviously it's stressful and everybody, you know, wants to get into the best school in the world and, you know, write like a perfect essay and everything. But there's a place for everybody, which is what I've been really told the whole time. Like, even if I'm not going to a D1 softball team that's winning the World Series every year, like there's a place for everybody. And, you know, wherever you end up, that's going to be the place for you. So
everybody has to find their right fit.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it seems like a maze at the beginning of that journey, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Because there's so many places to talk to and to choose from.
You're making decisions for your life based on things you've never made before. You've always probably lived with your family, most people. And you're just that. You're moving away. It's kind of, it's kind of an amazing thing.
Yeah.
So that kind of leads me to a question I wanted to ask you. What do you think you'll miss? Because I happen to know you're not going to be in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
What do you think you'll miss about Flagstaff when you're not here?
I mean, obviously my family, especially my little sister. But I don't know. I'm going to miss high school. Obviously, like this is like some of the best times of my life. And like my friends, pretty much my whole friend group, I think all of them are staying in state and I'm the only one that's not.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a big thing too. And I think they might all be at different schools. Like one of them isn't sure, but it's either U of A or NAU. But then it's also, one of them's going to ASU, one of them's going to U of A. So they're all going to be in state. So I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss, I don't know, I've lived here my whole life. So really everything, like all the like little restaurants and coffee shops that I go to all the time. Like I feel like that's not really something you think about a lot, but it's like, it's there. Like I'm not going to have like kickstand across the street from school, you know?
Yeah.
And then obviously like snow bowl, I'm going to miss, you know, being able to ski every weekend with all my friends. So there's a lot of things, especially just because I've been here forever.
Yeah. Yeah. And you've spent a lot of time outdoors.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a pretty awesome place to be outdoors too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've talked about your family and I keep hearing you sort of mention them. Is there anything that your parents did that you think was helpful or beneficial to you as you were going through, you know, you're kind of ending your childhood, right? You're going through adolescence. It's a moment.
Yeah.
And they've been very supportive. Is there anything they've done that's been especially helpful when you were growing up or even in high school?
I'm trying to think. There's so many things. I mean, my parents are the best.
I'm glad you didn't say they just sucked and they didn't help,
nothing.
You know?
They didn't help with anything at all. I don't know. My parents, I think a big thing that they did for us that helped both me and my sister was putting us in sports at a really young age because I feel like that taught us a lot and it taught us, you know, how to, you know, be with other people even if you're not the most, like I feel like it'll kind of like translate to, you know, being in the real world and having a job one day.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So definitely putting us in sports was super helpful. Also, they've had both of us take like AP classes and honors classes, and they've pushed us super hard on our grades, which I feel like has been super important to teach us like discipline and, you know, all of those things.
They kind of held you accountable.
Yeah, for sure. They held us accountable for a lot of things. But they also like made sure we had fun all the time. Like they let us ski our whole life. They let us be outside. Like obviously we grew up in Flagstaff, so we're outside all the time, but they always made sure we were having fun, which is good. Like if we weren't enjoying something, they would figure out how to make us have fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You have to have fun.
I'm kind of curious. How did they make you have fun?
I don't know. I just feel like everything they had us do growing up, I don't know, like definitely, you know, like I said, the sports, like that was always a super fun thing to look forward to. And skiing, and we always got to ski as a family growing up and everything. We did a lot of camping when we were younger, not so much recently because we've been super busy with like traveling and
for all the things your guys are committed to. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But they just always made sure that we were having a good time with whatever we were doing. Yeah.
I've also seen them really celebrate just celebrate you guys. They seem to be big cheerleaders for you guys.
They totally are. Yeah.
Yeah, they're your big fans.
Yeah, they get excited.
Okay, I've got to ask you about an article of your wardrobe today.
Oh, my floaty.
So Mayla is wearing a pool floaty today, and every time a senior walks into our studio wearing something that you normally would belong in a pool, I always just start laughing because I know exactly what it is. Do you want to share with the listeners what that is and why you're doing that?
Yeah, so I have a pool floaty on because I'm playing Senior Assassin, which is this big game with my whole senior class, or not my whole senior class, but everybody that wanted to play, which was probably about half of the class, which is still a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it was like close to like 200 people, I think.
Wow.
But yeah, so basically we just we have a new target every week, the new team that we're targeting every week, and we go around town and we try to shoot them with water guns. But if you have a floaty on or if you have goggles on, then you can't get shot with the water gun. So basically anytime I'm either not at home or not at school, I have to have my floaty. So every time I see Kristen, I have my floaty on.
Yes, you always do. I love it. And I have told Mayla this story, but I was doing a session with a family and the senior was playing Senior Assassin, and her assassins had decided that the family portrait time would be a great time to get her because she can't wear a pool floaty.
Of course.
And I had to tell them to back off. So I felt my position was to be a fierce protector of our senior in that situation.
And I'm sure she appreciated it.
And I'm sure they got her eventually.
Yeah. It's a high stakes game.
What happens? What are the stakes?
Well, it's money at the end of the day because everybody has to like pay to get in, and then for the first couple weeks, if you got out, you could buy back in. So our pool is up to like $3,000 now. I think.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
So I had no idea that was the stakes.
Yeah.
Because other schools do it a little differently. Like,
yeah.
Everybody does it a little differently.
But yeah.
So whoever's the last woman or man standing, gets the pot.
Pretty much, and I think they're like supposed to share it with their team. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with that.
Right, because you can protect each other a little bit.
Yeah.
So complicated.
It's a lot. Yeah.
It's like a strategy game.
For sure.
You got to be vigilant.
Yeah.
Probably sports has helped prepare you for this experience.
Yeah. I always have a plan.
There's defense, there's offense.
Yeah.
You always have a plan?
Yeah. Well, not really. I wear my floaty and stuff, but I'm not like going out hunting people all the time.
Right.
But yeah, it's strategic. There's a lot going on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's very fun. I love when people walk in and plop down on my red couch in my office and they've got their pool floaties on.
It's so funny.
I wanted to ask you about senior photos.
Oh yeah.
I had a terrible time.
Yeah, so did I.
I didn't enjoy my time with you at all.
No, it was the worst.
So I'm hoping that it was better for you than it was for me. No, I'm just kidding. What was it like to do a senior session? Had you thought about doing that beforehand?
Yeah, I had. I mean, obviously not like I've always thought about my senior session, but definitely the past couple of years, like once I saw like people I know doing them and, sending me their grad cards and stuff, like I started getting excited for it. And it was so fun, especially because I feel like mine, I don't know, the stars just like kind of aligned perfectly and everything just like happened to work out just how we wanted it. So that was really nice. Because, the forest was closed, but then it happened to open the morning of. So that was perfect. And then, the weather was great and everything. But it was really, really fun. And I had been looking forward to it for a while. And so I was glad we finally got to do it. And then when I got the pictures back, they were just like better than I could have ever expected. So yeah.
I'm so glad you felt that way.
Yeah, I love them.
It was kind of this magical thing because, I'll share that you had memories of times in your life that were in the forest and that were in a particular way, like sort of layers of things you'd done with your family and things you'd done with your friends and through school and stuff. But we couldn't get there.
Right.
And then like at 7 a.m. the day of your session, it got unlocked and opened back up. And your dad delivered that news.
Yeah.
Good thing your dad knew.
I know. Good thing for him.
And it just felt like it was meant to be.
Yeah, it worked out so well. I was so surprised about it.
That was awesome. So we always like scout locations, and sometimes we have a plan A, B, C, D, E. We have to have backups because Flagstaff, you never know what's going to happen. They could be digging it up with a bulldozer. One time all the flowers had been mowed down.
Really?
Yep.
That is crazy. I'm sure you've seen everything.
I think I might have. I don't know. Now tomorrow I'm going to have an experience I've never had, but But you need to know that there's something else to do. But it just felt, because of how you emotionally felt about the idea of these memories in your past and celebrating that, it just felt like it was meant to be the way that it just got it laid into place. And then also now that you're leaving town, you know, those visuals of your time here, it seems to take on new meaning.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Was there anything you were worried about with senior photos before we did it, and how did that work out?
I don't know if necessarily worried about it, but I mean, obviously I was worried about the forest not opening up.
Yeah, well, that.
Yeah, there was that one.
You really can't control that at all.
Yeah. Figuring out the outfits, I would say, was probably the hardest thing. Because I knew I wanted to do a dress. I wanted to do like jeans and a cute top and then like my letterman jacket.
Yeah.
But just kind of like dialing that all in and figuring out like exactly what to do, and then the shoes and the accessories and, you know, the earrings I was going to wear, because I don't know. It was just, I feel like it was like overwhelming, but it was like a lot of little details, I feel like. And me and my mom kind of figured that out in the last like couple weeks before my session. We're just kind of like, oh, that's cute, let's do it. And then it all worked out. It was all like the cutest stuff I have.
You looked great. You made great choices.
Yeah, it worked out really well, but that was definitely something that I think was a little bit stressful going into it. It was just like, oh, like these are my senior pictures, and you know, these are going to go on grad cards that are going to get sent to like all my family members and stuff. Like I have to make sure like I look good in them. So figuring that out was a little.
Yeah. And on your walls every time.
Yeah.
You guys host
yeah
people, and I know you like people would see that too.
Yeah. So like people are going to see these pictures and they're going to be around for a while, but it all worked out really well. So yeah, that's great. It was good.
Yeah. So if you have a friend who's coming to do senior photos, what do you tell them? What's your advice?
With you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hopefully.
I don't know. I feel like my advice would be to not stress about little things like the outfits and every little thing, because you have everything figured out pretty much. Like you have the location, you know, like I remember I showed up to my pictures and you were like, get out of the car, put on this outfit, we're going to this exact spot and this is what you're going to do. And so I didn't even have to like think about anything my whole session. I just had to show up and you told me what to do. So definitely just my advice to people coming to you in the future would just be to not even stress about it, because you have all the bases covered. So yeah.
That's very kind. It also makes me sound a little bit like a drill sergeant. But
No.
But wait, I always say I'm the director.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you don't have to figure it out. Like
right.
People are like, what do I have to do with my hands? You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are the expert, so I just listen to you.
You're an awesome subject. You don't even need any guidance, but I'm glad you felt guided.
Yeah.
What do you think is meaningful about doing senior photos? I think sometimes people think it's just some pretty pictures, but why was it meaningful for you?
I mean, it was for sure some pretty pictures, and I was really excited to like get an Instagram post. But I think a lot of people, when they have like a big occasion in their life, especially if it's like a graduation or a birthday or, you know, wedding, whatever it is, something big, they like to, you know, remember it and get pictures of it. And especially because this is like such a big time in my life, I guess. This is like a really fun way for like me and my family to kind of like remember it and remember, you know, how I looked when I was a senior and like kind of what I was doing, I guess.
Yeah,
because I know you kind of talked about it when we were doing my pictures, but the one that we put on my wall, it's of me looking at my mom. Yes. Like that's what it was when you were taking the picture. And that just happened to be the one that we chose. And kind of when you're in my house now, it like looks, because she has like the spot that she sits on the couch, and it kind of looks like I'm looking at that spot on the couch. And so like that's almost like a way for my mom to like go back to that and like, you know, because we talked about it, like I'm moving away, like I don't really know, like a way for her to like remember that day and like how good of a day it was and how like fun this time was, I guess. Yeah. Just to like remember everything that's going on right now.
Yeah. And I love that that's perfect. I can picture exactly what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I love that your smile is pointed towards her.
Yeah.
I mean, we love your dad and your sister, but
right.
That moment was pretty special.
Yeah.
You were laughing at her.
Mm-hmm.
I say that senior portraits are the Mayla that will live in your house when Mayla doesn't live in your house.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you would say. I was trying to remember
and you described that perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Because as parents, we miss our kids.
Right.
And it's so nice that you'll be smiling at her even when you're not around. I'm glad.
Me too.
So tell me what you're looking forward to in this next chapter.
I mean,
Nothing. It's terrible.
Yeah,
You're not going to
I'm
go.
dreading it. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of new things that are coming for me, and I'm super excited because I get to move like halfway across the country. So that's super exciting. It's also terrifying.
Right? It's both. It's both things.
It is. I'm really nervous, but I'm also so excited. And just getting to meet new people in a place that I haven't, because I've only lived in Flagstaff ever.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to kind of not necessarily get out of Flagstaff, because a lot of people say that, like, I'm so excited to get out of this town and, to leave.
Yeah.
But I'm just excited to like experience something new, I guess.
Right.
Because it's it's kind of also, it's a smaller town than Flagstaff. So same kind of like small town vibe, but in a completely new place, completely new like climate, and there's no mountains there, and it's like different kinds. I don't know. There's a lot of like different things going on there that I'm really excited for. And obviously I'm playing softball, so I'm excited to like meet a new team and have a new coach that I've never played for before, and just play at like a new level that I haven't yet. So yeah, I'm really excited for just new things that I get to experience.
Yeah, and you're pretty outgoing, so I bet you're not nervous about making friends. Also, you're going to be on a team.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of a big reason that I wanted to play softball, is because I knew that I probably wasn't, if I played softball, I wasn't going to stay in state. But I like was okay with that idea, because even if I left and I was going to simply new place, I would already have like 20 friends like waiting for me when I got there. So yeah,
that's perfect. I hear people describe that when they go to in state too, is that there's so many Flagstaff kids that go and are there that you kind of have a built-in network.
Yeah,
it's kind of great to be able to reinvent yourself, or just explore a different side of yourself.
Yeah.
I've heard people say, I'm shy and I'm going to be outgoing, or I've been outgoing and I'm going to take some more time for me. Like, you get to be a little different if you want to.
Yeah, because nobody knows you. You get to just be whoever you want to be. I think I don't really know if I'm going to be like completely reinventing myself, but it's really cool.
Don't do it.
Yeah, it's really cool to think about that. Like, nobody knows me.
Yeah.
Like, nobody, has like an image of me or whatever in their head already.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you felt like Flagstaff was it is a small community, but have you felt like has Flagstaff felt small to you? Not
really. I don't know. Like, yeah, like I know it's a small town, and, I've like grown up with the same people mostly. And like I'm, senior year, I'm going to this school with the same people that I did in kindergarten. So like that aspect of it, I guess, feels small, but it doesn't feel like too small. Like, it doesn't feel like I like need to get out to like experience things. Like, I feel like Flagstaff is great. Like, even if it's like, like a smaller size town, like I don't think it's too small necessarily.
Yeah, you felt like you have room to be whoever you needed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you've done that really, really well. Any final thoughts?
I don't know. Just kind of like, I'm super excited to obviously do this. I'm really excited to be here. I've been looking forward to this. When I like first got that email from you that you were like, do you want to be on a podcast? I was like, yes, that sounds so much fun.
Yay.
But yeah, I'm just super excited to, for what comes next, and to, have those new things that we were talking about. And obviously it's a bittersweet moment in my life to be graduating, but there's a lot of big things coming and a lot of new things coming for me. So yeah, I'm really excited.
That's awesome. That's great. You deserve it.
Thank you.
And one final thought about the way that you feel excited and nervous. Like, it's new, so there's going to be a little bit of nerves about that, but mostly you sound really excited.
Yeah,
I think that's how parents talk about their kids leaving the nest. Is like, I'm so happy for her and I'm going to miss her so much. It's really both things.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of mirrors that parental feeling too,
yes.
I think.
Yay.
Yeah. Thank you again so much for being here today. It's been awesome. It's been always fun to hang out with you, and I'm so glad I got to talk to you today.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad that we did this.
Me too.
Yay.
Thanks, Mayla.
Of course.
This podcast was produced by the husband and wife team behind KDI Photography, Kristen and Kay DY. To access the show notes so you can see portraits and links to anything we referenced, please visit kdiphotography.com and find this episode on the podcast page. Thanks for joining us.